10 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Hello there, beautiful people. My name is Noah, and this is the joinDOTA League Season 11. We have Fire Dragoon versus WG.Unity. This is going to be an extremely hype game, as the winner of this one makes it through to the finals. The loser, well, they're out. That's it. Go home.
5 seconds.
Lots to play for right now. We're already quite a long way through the draft. We have the Brewmaster picked out, the Clockwork and the Doom picked out by WG.Unity. It is very, very well, aggressive picks straight off the bat, actually. Pretty common. The Clockwork, the Doom, the Brewmaster, all seen pretty regularly in these games. Medusa banned out, Puck banned out, so finally the first game in the series without a Puck. And yeah, it's all to play for right now. Bryant drafting for Fire Dragoon, and Saitama drafting for WG.Gaming. Both teams here in a full get up, ready to go. Good to see. Oh, of course. They need to be honest. If anybody's using a stand in this game, I don't think they'd have come close to winning, because this has been very, very close. This game will decide it all, though. Chat seems to be saying Fire Dragoon, so any WG.Gaming fans out there, shout out, because we're not having... You're not getting a whole lot of support right now. I want to see it.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Well, the Vengeful Spirit and Brewmaster opening from Fire Dragoon is pretty strong, but as is a Clockwork and Doom from WG.Gaming. So, pretty hard to tell at this stage who's going to have what kind of draft right now. I think it's going to be 2 roaming drafts, which means a lot of fighting, which means I am excited. And we've had it all today. Excuse me, sorry, I've got a bit of a cold, hence why I sound a little bit nasally, coughing a little bit, but it should be a good ride all the same. Yeah, we've had a bit of a convincing game as the first one. A very close game as the second one. Fire Dragoon managed to take a really convincing win off 496. WG.Gaming, they definitely struggled, so going by that, you'd expect WG.Gaming to kind of have less odds coming into this game, but I'm not sure that's going to be the case at all. We've seen WG.Gaming pull out some really good wins, so I'm pretty sure they have been the only team to take two games off Happy Feet. Someone can holler at me in the chat if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty certain that's the case. And yeah, Fire Dragoon, so they're capable of pulling off the amazing. And Fire Dragoon aren't as good as Happy Feet, has to be said. Of course, if they make it to the finals, they will be able to prove that. But for now... but of course, Fire Dragoon getting the more convincing win off 496. So we see the Dragon Knight banned out, Invoker banned out, Death Prophet as well.
Ten seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
And there we have the Razor banned out, actually.
Radiant team pick.
And the Ogre Magi picked up by WG.Gaming straight away in the second phase. Nice pick for them. Works well with Doom, works well with Clockwork, and fits in with pretty much any carry. A nice versatile support. Lots of options for them. Venge, in the meantime, we didn't really talk a whole lot about the Venge pick, but it's a super, super nice pick, especially versus the Clockwork. You can always swap a hero out of the cogs if you go in support. If you go in carry, you can always attack into the cogs.
5 seconds remaining.
And basically, yeah, nice versatile pick as well. Can be picked as a carry or a support, and you don't give it away early on. So a lot of options available for both drafts right now. WG.Gaming definitely seem to be heading more for the ganking lineup, whilst Fire Dragoon maybe going for a slightly core lineup.
Dire team pick.
And there's an interesting pick, the Shadow Shaman coming out from Fire Dragoon. Well, that screams aggression to me, but I don't know. He's got a lot of options. Some nice lockdowns. Obviously with the Hex and the Shackles, and also that immense tower pushing.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, WG.Gaming, how will they respond to this one? I don't know what Fire Dragoon are planning right now. This is a best of 1 series, so this draft is it. Teams aren't going to be necessarily looking to throw caution to the wind much with these drafts. They're not going to be trying anything new because they won't have a chance to correct any mistakes they make. And that is the pressure on these teams right now. it's pretty tense for both of these guys, because this is almost like playing in a finals match, right? Because if they lose this, they're out of the tournament, and it's a best of one. In fact, some may argue that if in a best of 5 finals, you know, game 1 versus this is way more tense. This is everything. Gonna be interesting to see how the teams play under this much pressure. As the Yoga Magi scratches his belly, as Warriors Gaming eating into the reserve time, thinking of what to pick, and it's going to be the Juggernaut coming out as a 4th pick for them. So still their mid hero to pick up, but that's their core thrown out straight away. A pretty nice, a nice stable core to go for. Offers good sort of mid to late game.
10 seconds remaining.
Works well with the clockwork. They've got a lot of damage with the Doom and the Omni Slash if they want to completely delete someone. And works very nicely with Bloodlust. A lot of people don't know, but Juggernaut actually auto-attacks in his ultimate. So if you Bloodlust the Juggernaut and he ultimates, it's going to do a ton more damage than if you went to get that Bloodlust on him straight away. So
Dire team ban.
Here we have the Slardar coming out from Fire Dragoon now. Well, that is I don't want to say a direct counter pick, but certainly a middle finger to the Juggernaut pick. Being able to reduce his armor means that spin is kind of less effective if you can right-click him down in his spin, which is usually his number 1 survivability move. Remaining. Well, you can cause some real issues. Doom as well kind of relies on his high armor to survive through fights. His health pool is pretty good. He's a strength hero after all. But to be able to survive, you will need both your armor and your strength. So if you've been got the corrosive haze on you from Slardar, well, you might not be able to tank up as much as you would perhaps like. Especially versus a Vengeful Carry, which it is looking more convincingly like it's going to be.
10 seconds remaining.
That damage is going to be pretty brutal with the Slardar and the Venge on the same team. And I'm wondering, dare I say it, the Shadow Fiend is banned out, but could see something crazy like a Drow coming out from Fire Dragoon right now. I'll throw that guesswork in there. So, final picks for the teams today.
10 seconds
So we have
remaining.
Fire Dragoon on the Radiant, Warriors Gaming on the Dire.
5 seconds remaining.
The last match, the final tiebreaker. Who are Fire Dragoon going to lead up their lineup with? They're thinking hard about this one. There's a lot of options for them. A lot of options indeed. Both teams seem to be needing a mid right now, but they might be throwing out something completely different.
Dire team pick.
Alright, they're going to go for the Queen of Pain. A nice, stable mid. Gives them a lot of damage. Gives them some magic damage with their draft. Is actually pretty sorely looking now I look at it. Sorely lacking, sorry. Yeah, and offers that extra element of damage. So that means that Warriors Gaming can't just go, alright, well they got a lot of right click. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to build armor and, you know, ACs and Shivas and all that
5
jazz.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, the Queen of Pain's a really nice pick. Adds a bit of balance to their draft and stops them going for a full right click lineup. I just noticed as well the Shadow Shaman wards are going to be doing a lot more damage with the Slardar Corrosive Haze. And even the Brewmaster Brewlings. I really like the Slardar pick. I really do. Even Queen of Pain isn't exactly, she doesn't hit like a puppy herself. So, last pick for Warriors Gaming to finish off this drafting phase. Who is it gonna be? I don't want to throw out options for them, but maybe even a Viper. Get a bit of aggression in the mid-game, a little bit of... Because that's what they need right now, is something which can carry them through the mid-game so that Juggernaut can start snowballing, get some momentum, farm, give him some space, and then he can come through. Also, the fact that there's 4 melee heroes on the side of Warrior Gaming Unity. That actually screams a Timbersaw pick to me from Fire Dragoon, which could have worked well for them, but too late now. And they choose the Phantom Lancer.
Now select your heroes.
Well, that certainly I was not seeing coming. Alright, Warriors Gaming throwing caution to the wind. As I said, they probably wouldn't do with a 5 melee lineup for them. And but hey, they've got an Ogre Magi. So this could be a Juggernaut mid. It could be a Phantom. Well, it's either going to be Phantom Lancer or Juggernaut mid. I can't see it being Doom mid. Clockwork on the roam, and Ogre Magi supporting it up. And I will just and we actually have Fire Dragoon on the Radiant side, so we'll just swap these around real quick. Apologies, it's production value coming out here. It's because the game's not ticketed, so I can't see the team names. But nonetheless, we will throw those up. Help you guys out so that we can see what's going on. And we should be into this game very shortly as the heroes finish being picked. And we get underway on the final game, the decider, no less, on this Tiebreaker series. My name is NomadCast, this is the joinDOTA League Season 11. And I'm super excited to get underway to find out who makes it into the finals of the JDL Asia Division to fight off versus the likes of Happy Feet. I think Entity are up there as well. And this will be team number 3. I mean, it's hard. It's difficult to see who comes out better from this draft. Personally, I think not having a single ranged hero versus a Vengeful Spirit, they're relying so much on their Clockwork and their Doom here to somehow manage to close down the distance between the Vengeful Spirit to stop her doing just complete way too much work.
Prepare for battle.
Meanwhile, what are the Dire team going to be doing? What are the team of Warriors Gaming going to be trying to do? Well, they're going to be looking to probably just sorry, what are the Radiant team going to be doing? FDG. They've got the slightly more balanced lineup, I would say. They have to pretty much get aggressive. They have to. They're taking this for the mid game. They are roaming, they are damaging, and they are trying to shut down this Juggernaut, this Doom, and this PL before they can get to the late game. In fact, Warriors may even just be willing to take this late as Saitama gets stunned up but immediately levels and uses the Scorched Earth there to try and get away from this gank. Will do so successfully. Unfortunately, the Shackles or the Stomp from Slardar won't quite land, so there will be no kill available, which is pretty surprising, to be honest. Ooh, this could be big from them. If they gather up all their heroes and then fight back... No, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. On the top lane, Rindo's just going to set in his rune, but we do have a bit of an engagement going down at bottom lane. As FTG think once or twice about coming in and doing a bit of rune damage. But it's going to be shared more or less evenly. And yep, each team getting one. I think. Wait a minute. Yep. It's hard to tell with the backgrounds. They're very subtle. They need to kind of make the reds a bit more available. Or maybe I'm just colorblind. Who knows? So, better coming forwards on Alacrity here. Just trying to harass them out of lane and give their PL some space to farm. It is going to be the PL in the middle lane. Up at the top, we have Rindo carrying solo versus the Brewmaster. Brew might have an okay lane here. I can't imagine him struggling too much. Down the bottom lane is where the action is, as you have a tri-lane versus Saitama. As the Clockwork's coming in, trying to help out his Doom. He's going to need to do a bit of work here as the Slithering Crush is used, but actually doesn't need to do a thing. Scorched Earth is out, and they don't have the damage, even with all of those stuns, to be able to take him out. So that's our Doom level 1 tankiness for you. Middle lane, it's just looking pretty quiet. We'll pull up those last hits. And the chat. Goodbye WG with their 5 melee lineup. Yep, it's certainly brave, especially with the Vengeful Spirit. It's a really good core to play versus all these melee heroes. But they have a Clockwork, they have a Doom who is undoubtedly going to build Blink to close down that gap. They're going to have to wait till the late game, but if they get there, they may be able to pull this one out of the clutches of FDG and make it to the finals. As Clockwork coming behind the tower and Alacrity, she has leveled, not got Blink available, she's already used it. They were looking for that. They chase her deep into the trees. Can they get this kill? Well, the first blood actually goes the way of Disaster as he takes down Smiley Face on the Clockwork. Alacrity does fall eventually, but now the grapple used onto the Phantom Lancer. No Doppelganger available. Spirit Walker is available, or Rush, or whatever it is available, but no, the stun comes through from Brian, and Disaster getting a double kill in this middle lane. Clockwork will throw out the cogs and be able to stop Bryant getting anything more. He is, well, he's got the sprint. He'll be able to get out of this one. No problems at all. But that's a very good start to the game for FDG. Fire Dragoon.
A soldier's fortune.
Invisibility.
Well, up at top lane, we have the Brewmaster and Window. Pretty much trading equal with last hits right now. I mean, I guess because the Brewmaster has a couple more denies, he's doing a little bit better. But we'll see how this plays out. There's still a lot of laning players to go. We're only 2 minutes into the game to see who comes out on top. Meanwhile, at bottom, Saitama finds a lovely little invis room for himself, which is going to mean that he can get a free hit off on the Venge, or a free last hit should he want it. And yep, that's what he's going to go for. Who needs to harass, right? And he's summoning himself some skeletons to help him last hit. That's quite cute. Oh man, it's not cute when he denies them. Disaster coming in on the side with the Slardar coming up from behind. The stun from the Venge is used. Now the shackles to follow. Can they take out this Doom this time around? I think they just about can, although they're going to need a couple more right clicks to do so. There we go. Ajit gets a kill on the Vengeful Spirit. Up in top lane, we have actually Rindo going down. Sorry, killing the Brewmaster. That's a pretty big kill for Warriors Gaming. They needed that. Well, over in the middle lane, Alacrity being surrounded. She needs to use that blink though. That's what they're trying to bait out here. He's trying to he's cancelling his ignite in the attempt to try and get the blink away. Oh, she blinks on the spot, and that's what they wanted. But are they going to go for anything here? So Clockwork, he's waiting, but pretty soon Blink's going to be off cooldown again in 5 seconds. If they wanted to go, I think they missed their window of opportunity. Well, it's aggressive positioning on the rune here. Even the Aethershock used to chase away Saitama as they're trying to get this this bounty rune away from the Doom. Important to shut off bounty runes off Doom, because with the Devour, it means he's going to be rocketing ahead pretty quickly all the same. Ooh, PL getting a little bit low. And should be careful here. Oh my god, that doppelganger! Jesus! The PL saving his own life there with the clutch doppelganger in the middle lane. Alacrity unable to finish off that kill. That's got to feel bad, but uh-oh, it's looking dangerous. PL, you're going to need to pull off some more miracles here as Bryant's looking in for the Slithering Crush. Will be able to get it. The stuns are out. The shackles are available. I think the PL is going to drop here. What more can he do? He uses the mana, so won't even have... I mean, if he wanted there, he may have been able to doppelganger up the hill, but still, you can't blame him for dying there. When 3 heroes roam mid, and you've already just made a clutch save like that, I think it's pretty unlikely you survive, but hey, at least you forced a rotation. It's all you can say for that, unfortunately. And yeah, it's just going to be the... Things looking quiet on the bottom lane. Saitama just trying to get some right clicks versus Revenge, but... doing pretty well. I say quiet as this Shadow Shaman looking to come in, has the shackles available. Saitama running through his trees again. They didn't help him last time. Will they help him this time? As Ajit, he's got the sight to be able to throw some right clicks, but Saitama very tanky with this Scorched Earth up. That health regen doing magic, and there's not going to be able to get a TP. Vengeance, yeah, that was awkward. the TP with the stun was way off cooldown by that stage. But it's got to try something. Maybe he was hoping that they wouldn't be able to find him in the trees. I think that was probably the case, actually. Well, Clockwork's hanging about, trying to get something done with this roam. He's managed to make a couple of kills for his team. One at mid. And we'll at least spot out Bryant here. Needs to be careful. Can't really solo Ajit, I don't think. Although wants to try all the same. Look at this guy. He's ready. He wants it. And Ajit, well, he's going for it. Smiley face, he's gonna get... Nope, he doesn't get the cogs. He gets stunned up immediately, and now it might spell disaster for him as the shackles are there. And the, oh man, Clockwork, he's trying to get away from this one. He pops a cogs, running into the tree line. Saitama's here, trying to save his friend. The Slithering Crush misses. Smiley face running through the trees as fast as he can. Saitama's here to block, to try and save his friend. Smiley face, get away! Get away! He's staying in the tree line. It might actually be Saitama who's going down now as he's taking a lot of damage, but Bryant's falling pretty low. Smiley face throws out the cogs, trying to save his teammate. Look at these plays these two heroes are making together. The synergy, baby. With the swap though, oh no, that's going to be Smiley face. Yep, Smiley face drops. Stun not available, not enough mana. Couldn't quite tread switch for it either, so happy with the 1 kill though. And yeah, she had the swap a pretty long time there, I think. Maybe just got it actually, I'm not sure. Ajit will be okay. Meanwhile, these two are going to shrine up. Saitiyama, how has he been doing in this bottom lane? Well, if we have a look at the levels, we'll see him sitting on level 4. Meanwhile, we have the Brewmaster sitting way up on level 6. So, not fantastic comparatively, but middle lane, we have the PL doing okay. You know, he's doing okay versus the Quap. In fact, Quap only on 25 last year, doing very well versus the Quap. Never mind. Haven't been watching that lane so much as all the action has been here on bottom. We look to the mid, the PL doing his best here to cause some damage on the tower. Alacrity going to come in there and try and chase him away. Doesn't quite land the Scream. Could have maybe gone for a Sonic Wave there, but if the Scream had landed, but unfortunately it didn't, so... Choosing not to level the Shadow Strike versus PL, I think that's quite a sensible choice, because PL is going to be dodging that with Doppelganger pretty much every time, so really easy spell to dodge. Jumping down. And the pause comes out. Phantom Lancer just calls it. 1 sec. No problems, buddy. We'll wait for you. Okay, so, in this laning phase, we have the side of FDG ahead by a little bit. Not a huge amount. 1k gold, 3 kills, you know, they're doing alright. Oh, the action at the bottom lane actually is a Doom Falls. My god, I didn't even catch them in the pause, I'm so sorry. Ajit on a mega kill spree, killing spree now. Bryant looking to chase down somebody. They do kill Ajit though, so that is a key kill there. Being able to take out that Vengeful Spirit. Jesus. How dare I look to another lane, huh? Bottom lane is where the action is, and I'm not allowed to look anywhere else. But as I say that, there are 2 heroes at mid, trying to maybe get the Shackles or something on the Shadow Shaman. Or maybe just create some space for the Queen of Pain to get something out of this lane, as it's not been going too well for her since that death. Meanwhile, Brewmaster having a wonderful lane right now. It's going to be another TP into the middle lane as Rindo's coming in for this one. As he just got Omni Slash. Oh, yes, he has. He's got Omni Slash and a whole lot more. As they're jumping forwards onto Disaster here, trying to get the kill on the Shadow Shaman. He does have Shackles available, but if he does it, he might well just die all the same. Yes, he will. Now, better being attacked down by Bryant, pretty harsh. Clockwork dies as well, but the Ogre goes down. Now the Omni Slash comes through onto Ajit. They're trying to get this kill. The spin forwards, chasing down the Vengeful Spirit with the Spirit Lance, but the swap is available. Will save the Vengeful Spirit's life. Now the Healing Ward actually running away without Rindo, trying to draw away the Slardar. Nicely done there as Rindo is dropping really, really low there. One more hit. Bryant brings him down. He gives his life for it. Clockwork able to sweep up that kill. Alacrity trying to run away from this one. Ajit also there as well. The Blink's available though, so actually will survive. No ultimate as of yet for the Clockwork. Well, we're going into Ajit though. This could be a kill. The Cog splashes him away, but no one's really around. The PL was thinking about it, as was the Ogre Magi. But alas, nothing happens. Clockwork goes in hard on Alacrity, who just used a blink. They actually get this kill in combination with the Ignite. Will do. Nice patience there from Smiley Face, just waiting in the trees, knowing something will happen eventually. Saitama meeting the Brewmaster for the first time this game. Actually throws out the Doom on him. He's not got that much health, so Shadow Shaman's here to send him into a sheep. There's a lot of heroes coming up as Ajit comes in the side, swaps back the Brewmaster, and actually will go in hard on the Clockwork, able to take that kill, but not before getting cogsed up. Now comes Bryant as well. Ajit in the middle of the cogs, in the middle of all the heroes right now, just trying to escape. No shrine available. Ajit looking really low and will fall down. Saitiyama getting double kill here as Bryant doing his best. Stuns up, getting behind the trees, trying to juke out something, trying to keep himself alive, but he does go down eventually. Alacrity, can he make something of this as Saitiyama just going crazy? But no, nothing at all, as Warriors Gaming take a fairly convincing fight in the Radiant Jungle. My god. So Saitiyama didn't have the best laning phase in the world, that's for sure. He died a fair amount. He was sitting on, what are we at, 3 deaths. Oh, we have a tower actually falling down to Rindo at top. Brewmaster unable to deny that. But anyway, we were on 3 deaths, and he just comes in and gets 3 kills in 1 team fight now. So that's him back in the game, and if we swap across to net worth, we do see Juggernaut and, well, yeah, the side of Warriors Gaming are actually doing very well here, considering. But I've always got in the back of my mind, 5 melee lineup. As, oh no, he gets ward trapped. This may be the doom, but no, able to push him out with the cog. Smiley face. Oh, what a little play there. That was beautiful as the swap comes back. And the Cook forwards onto his teammate as he's trying to make his space. Rindo coming in with the spin. Has he got Omni Slash available? He does. May want to make a play here, but there's too many heroes crowded up right now for a level 1 Omni Slash to do anything right now. Corrosive Haze on him. Gotta be careful. His team nearby, trying to help him out as best they can. Smiley face got the cogs available, but Rindo's in the tree lines. They're going to cut through. They can't land the stun, though, as he's in the middle of the spin. Better getting duped up a little bit. Now he gets 2 in the cogs. A Sonic Wave ripping through. Gets some 2 kills straight off the bat. Oh, no. Warriors Gaming, you're going to have to back out now.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
The cogs were not good. Well, he gets 2 in the cogs, but unfortunately the Sonic Wave. I think it was a pretty awkward situation for Warriors Gaming, whatever way that ended. Maybe only giving up 2 kills was the best situation they could have hoped for. But yeah, the rotations were a little bit weird. That's for sure. Alacrity, Disaster, and Brian all smoking up, looking to see what they can get.
Middle tower is under attack.
Saitama and Window. Gotta be careful here as the Clockwork's about. He gets swapped into it all. If they could take out this Clockwork, it would be a big kill for them. But the Doom is out onto Adjit, and the Omnis actually drags her back. The Clockwork does go down eventually as Rindo's looking for more. He spins through. Adjit's still doomed up, and Rindo will get the kill onto Brian. So it's 1 for 1 right now as the Slardar goes down, as does the Clockwork. Alacrity looking for something here as Saitama already popped the Doom, and now that has worn off, they don't have it anymore. Kind of obvious, but there you go. Very busty. He's not got Primal Split either. God, this has been such a fighty game so far. Exactly what we wanted from this finale. We saw both these teams beating 4-9-6. And now they're going to have to fight off against each other, but the PL, he gets Corrosive Hazed up and attack down. Can they finish off this kill? And they actually got the wrong one. The Jukes from the Phantom Lancer. Alacrity pings it out. He knows what's up. Inspector Alacrity is on the case, but it's not quickly enough as he jumps to that conclusion. Saitama going down to the Brewmaster in the bottom lane. With Adjit there as well. All that Fist and Vengeful Spirit damage. Making some work. Oh man, PL with the second play of the game. Miracle, what a guy. So on this bottom lane, I think they want to take a tower. They've certainly pinged it. Actually, no, that was a defensive ping. So they don't. It was more the Warriors not wanting to give up that tower as they teleport the Doom in.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Now at mid, they're jumping forwards. Alacrity blinking back. Bryant dropping low. While at bottom. Adjit, I think he wants to go for a swap here. Swap into Shackles with Snakes up would be quite a nice kill into Saitama. Doom's still on cooldown, so it's possibly an option for them. But always nervous to go for a kill when there's only 2 of them, especially with Smiley Face hanging around. And I think they just spotted that one out. So they get right back under their tower.
Rock it on.
Saitama does get spotted by Adjit, but the walk forward from the Clockwork gets him in the cogs as well. The swap out, but into the Juggernaut straight away. Rindo not wasting any time, jumping on the Vengeful Spirit. That will take her out. That's an aura gone. Disaster looking in trouble as well. The Sonic Rave ripping through, trying to get a kill out of something here. Jumps forwards, is managed to take out the Clockwork, but also being chased by Rindo here, as he eats through the trees, trying to chase down. Has the Omni Slash available with one other creep there. Will not be able to finish off that kill as she tips away, but the PL was there to play fielder. Meanwhile, we had another fight going along as the Brewmaster is able to take out the Doom, but doesn't seem to realize that his teammate... Oh, he's got the Blink Dagger, so he's able to get out of this one just fine. I forgot how good a pick Brewmaster is in this game. With all the melee heroes on the enemy team, it's super key that he can always get off his Primal Split, and that's a pain for melee heroes to deal with. And he jumps in with the ground punch, but they're all trying to turn on this one as there's a lot of damage coming through on Disaster with this Diffusal Blade up on PL. I didn't even notice that, but I'm sure the Disaster just did. And why? Looking in the trees, asking himself the same question. He's being beaten down by the PL. It's a double kill for the Phantom Lancer. Adjit in the middle of all of this. It's going so badly. FDG, well, it's 17 for 17, but the side of Warriors Gaming are 3k gold ahead. If we pull up the net worth graph, we see it's been a bit of a wild ride, but Warriors Gaming definitely pulling it in their favor after a couple of interesting fights.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wow.
Radiant structures.
What can they do? Looking to take a tier 2.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't think there's going to be much of a response from FDG. So it will just be the tower going down. Now there is a smoke. As one TP's out, so there's only 3 heroes. Rindo going to TP out as well. Bryant, what can he find? He is pinged out. The ward, the healing ward doing the scout. They might be able to find Satsuyama here, but the Clockwork immediately in with the cogs as well. They're trying to turn this one around, and they will be able to do so very quickly. What a play from Warriors Gaming, popping the Doom onto the Queen of Pain just to aid their escape right now. But YYY is here as well, and there's no more heroes coming in, so they will be able to take out the Clockwork. Satsuyama sticking around, but may have been a mistake. He maybe should have just got out of there. Perhaps looking for another kill, but it's not going to turn up as Alacrity. Well, the Doom wears off, but in the end, it wasn't needed to get the kill on Clockwork, but maybe save the life of their Doom. Jump forwards on Satsuyama. Primal split use as well, surprisingly. He has got a whole team behind him. They know Doom isn't up, so maybe they just want to go for this one. Lift him up in the air. Disaster is here, throws down the snakes. Will not be able to block in Satsuyama. Now there's a couple more heroes getting in as the Clockwork shows up to the fight. Bryant jumping in with the stun. He throws down the Corrosive Haze onto Better. Meanwhile, who's this getting hogged up? It is the Brewmaster, who's unable to blink away out of this one, but also trying to kill Happy Face. Might not be able to do so as there's a lot of other heroes coming in, beating down the Brewmaster. He looks like he's going to fall. Meanwhile, the Phantom Lancer, the bigger kill here, actually does fall to the Sonic Wave. That is a really big kill for this fight. Now they do manage to take out the Brewmaster, but the Cooks forward actually ends up in the Clockwork dying. Alacrity will die, chased down by the Doom, but Doom also going to fall to the Vengeful Spirit, who's now TPing to top and stopping this annoying Juggernaut, who was not in that fight, who was in fact doing a little bit of scouting. My god. What a fast game. What a fast game. We have 41 kills at the 18-minute marks. I mean, come on. What is this? Asian Dota, ladies and gents. It is balls to the wall. Neither team is thinking of not fighting right now. Every team just wants to fight on this bottom lane, and I swear, like, 90% of the heroes have been on the bottom lane for 90% of this game. Well, Bryant picking up his Blink Dagger and going for the Yule Scepter next. I think he needs it. It's a pretty dangerous game for everybody involved. There's so much damage on both sides. It's very difficult to survive in these team fights. PL showing the weakness of the Diffusal Blade in that fight, actually. It is probably best pick up for Phantom Lancer, I'm not doubting that. But for sure, you definitely are squishy. You have to play it smart. And if you jump in the middle of a team fight like that, and your team is not there to back you up, then it can lead to disaster, which is exactly what we saw last fight. Well, it's a smoke up from the Radiant side, FDG. Looking to maybe try something cheeky here.
Dire are scanning.
Adjit. He hasn't got the full Shadow Blade, but decides that, hey, I've got drums, I got attack speed from that Shadow Amulet. It's time to fight. We need to make stuff happen. And that's exactly what they want to do. And they get some wards up in the jungle as well. Now, oh man, they might be able to find something big here as they're looking for Better. And I'm not sure who they're going to go on here. They actually jump forwards onto Rindo, but Rindo gets off the spin in time to not get stunned up. So that's a pretty key flop from them. Meanwhile, the Clockwork trying to get something done with his cogs. It's a bit messy right now as both teams are kind of confused about who they're going to go for. They lift up the Doom, and I think this is just going to be a full back out from FDG. They recognize the failed gank. That spin from Rindo was so quick. I mean, it was so quick. He knew immediately that the Better wasn't the target, and they go running straight into Roshan. They just saw 5 heroes. They just saw 5 heroes from FDG, and they're like, yeah, nah, seems like a good time to Roshan. Enemy right outside the pit, let's go. And in comes Bryant, getting the stun straight away, but the Clockwork coming through, gets 3 in the cogs. That is absolutely huge. They're just gonna muller them inside the cogs right now. This Disaster does actually manage to take out the Clockwork, but Rindo's trying to chase down this Brewmaster, who no longer had to split. He used it for the last fight. Manta dodges, but not quite. Adjit also going to fall to the PL. I mean, it's 3 down on each side right now as Alacrity trying to turn it around, but will actually be able to bring down the other one. And Rindo looking low as well. They actually dies here. somehow FDG pull it out of the bag with this double damage on the Queen of Pain. It was super key there. Rips apart the side of Warriors Gaming. Man, those cogs looked so great, but actually, it was fine. It was more than fine. It's a double damage Alacrity. Well, finally running off, but they can finish off this Roshan and... Alright, so... I recognize that I'm not at the same level as these guys, especially when it comes to Dota. Bryant, coming into contact with the smiley face here, but will actually die for his efforts, but Alacrity looking to get the return kill, throwing out the dagger and the silence, but I think Clockwork's going to get away from this one. Alacrity on low health. Should be careful about chasing this one. Yep, we'll back off. Oh, no, but the jump back forwards from Happy Face, he's not done. But he does find Disaster, who perhaps wasn't who he was after here, so does end up throwing his life away. In the most amusing way, it has to be said. Anyway. Jesus, I can't catch a break to reflect on anything in this game. Roshan, when all 5 enemy heroes, you literally just fought them. I know why they did it. It's because the Brewmaster ulti was down, and they'd used a fair amount to initiate the fight. And they thought, hey, let's do it. Let's go for Roshan. They don't have their Brewmaster ulti. We can take it. No problems. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. The cogs were beautiful onto 3 heroes, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough to win the fight. So Brewmaster with his hand to Midas and Blink Dagger as well, although we might see some more engagements. Of course we will. Why would we stop fighting for 2 seconds? As a PL jumps in the clocks onto 2. He managed to get both of them aside. Ajit is falling very quickly. Doom is used onto the Slardar. Disaster falls. Alacrity trying to do some work from behind. However, his whole team is dead right now and cannot do a thing. The Aegis is burnt. Brewmaster, he jumps in on this one. Actually, he pops the Brewmaster. Obviously, they're going to fight this 2-on-3, or maybe just make space for his Queen of Pain to get out of here as he is trying to escape. 1 Brewmaster ruling is left, and it is getting beaten down by the PL at a fairly fast rate, stunning up the Doom. He may be able to... Nope. The crit from Rindo comes through and gets that kill. Alrighty. Who's ready to look at the violent roller coaster, the sickening roller coaster, which is going to be the net worth chart? Ready? Whee! It's, yeah, looking like Thorpe Park up in here. English joke, that's a theme park. It's looking like Disneyland up in here. As we got the up and down from both teams, neither team able to find a real foothold, keep getting an advantage and then losing a team fight, and it's just like... Jesus. It is violent. And it's looking like it's going to be Warriors Gaming who take the first high ground of the game with no Brewmaster. I don't really think FDG want to defend this, but they may well want to make time. Although, as I say that, they jump in with their Slardar, stand completely whiffs on nothing, and he's looking pretty low right now. The swap is used to try and save him. PL coming forwards. They managed to take out the Slardar. Ajit, he's looking really low as well. Can they chase this one down? Alacrity taken out of the game, but does have the buyback. Brewmaster is now back. The tier 3 is gone. They're making work on the first barrack. The silence up onto Better. He's staying. He's trying to make some space for his team to leave, I think, as Smiley Face manages to throw out the cogs. Gonna help the retreat a little bit. And the PL, can they interrupt this? No, they can't. They can interrupt the Clockwork, though, so that's okay. And Rindo going to spin and get himself out of there. Satiyama also hightails it away. So they knew they were going to lose some heroes on that defense. They just said, Ogre, man, patted him on the back and said, take one for the team. And he goes, yeah, right. So he goes up and stands on the high ground and just kind of tanks. He is a naturally tanky hero still at 25 minutes, so he can tank a fair bit. Makes the space for his team in the process. And they only lose 2 heroes on the escape, and it's the 2 supports. It's none of all the cores escape, so that's actually super good for them. And of course, they take out a barrack, so welcome to Worthville. And we might see a little bit more convincing on the gold graph now, as it seems to be swinging into Warriors' favor a little bit more. The highest peak we've seen, of, it looks like we're hitting 5,000 right now. And we see Juggernaut well ahead of the net worth chart. Nanta, Diffusal Blade up on him. It's so hard to keep track of everybody's items right now, but I'm doing my best, guys. I'm sorry. Phantom Lancer, Diffusal as well, so 2 Diffusals on their team. Makes sense, they need the slow to be able to slow people down with their lineup. The Diffusal makes complete sense. The double Diffusal. And also, you know, no mana on a Queen of Pain is pretty violent. No mana on a Brewmaster is pretty violent. Anyone that would really care about mana is Venge. Alacrity managing to get some creeps and just trying to climb her way up the network chart. She is top of her team, but by no means top of the game. It's looking very convincing for Warriors Gaming right now. I mean, they have the late game lineup, and they're doing very well. I think FTG need to make something happen now, or soon, or they're going to lose.
We become whole.
The Roshan was a good fight for them, but they threw it away too quickly after that. So Warriors Gaming charging down to the bottom lane. They want to finish off this barrack. If they can catch out Ajit, that'd be a super good catch. And yes, they can. They throw out the Doom immediately. Ajit is going down quick. Does she have the buyback? Yes, she does. May well hold on to it, though. They'll let this barrack fall. Nope, there's a buyback. It's a jump in from the Slardar. Tries to stun up the PL, who immediately can manta away from that one. Orchid wasted.
Is under attack.
Or maybe the Manta wasted, who knows. As they actually turn back around onto the Brewmaster. He does manage to get the ulti off. There's so many units in here right now. Doom falling low. The Sonic Wave ripping through. Clockwork manages to get one. The Doom is down, however. Ajit back up onto the high ground, looking low. She cannot fall right now, but the PL jumping straight in onto Ajit. She invises and manages to just about get out of this one, as does the Queen of Pain. They don't lose anybody. Meanwhile, there are two heroes dead on the side of Warriors Gaming. I think they need to get out here. They do kill the Shaman. They're still considering staying for this one. I think it's better going to be playing the Sacrificial Lamb once again, but they're not willing to fall for the distraction quite as easily this time as they jump forwards, and the Omni Slash, it's doing work. It takes out the Slardar just like that. Alacrity goes down as well. It's a triple kill for Rinda right now, but he's getting really low. He will be taken out by the Vengeful Illusion, which is the final dying breath of Venge right now. Well, it's going to be the Brewmaster falling to all of these PLs. Ajit can't do anything, and she is going to fall as well. Unbelievable. Only hero left in the game is this Phantom Lancer. The lone survivor going up top. There are buybacks available. I think they will be able to chase away his one-man push right now. Well, I need to, surely.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And I think Shadow Shaman just bought up a full blink, or maybe he bought that Void Sound, not too sure. Oh, they might be looking for the turnaround now as he gives him the Salve to go back in. Warriors Gaming are just turning around saying, oh no, we're not done, we are not done. We are looking to turn this one around and take you to Chinatown. And I'll take a tier 3 barrack. Looking in trouble as well. I mean, they don't have a Queen of Pain, they do not have their Venge. The only one with buyback is the Brewmaster. It is not worth it. And Brewmaster doesn't even have ulti. You know, he's going to have ulti 4 seconds before he's up or something, so... Phantom Lance thrown out onto Brian. Not going to mean a whole lot. And it's going to be backing out. Seems like Warriors have finally had enough. Shrines. That's super nice. Bounty. Shrine's going down to the Juggernaut. Bloodlust's going to help out a lot. And yeah, these Bloodlusted Omni Slashes are just completely wrecking FTG right now. They're always losing at least one hero to the Omni Slashes, which is not good. They really don't have much to save it though. If they can get the Drunken Brawler, the Drunken Haze, sorry, off on the Juggernaut before he Omni Slashes, then it could be make them survive a little bit easier. Because he can miss in his Omni Slash. Ajit. He's trying to get some creeps right now. That's all anybody's trying to do. I mean, FTG, they really have to try and force something though. This game, if it goes late, is not in their favor, I don't think. I mean, Venge can do damage late game, sure. But, not as much as Warriors can do. With 2 racks down as well, it makes it really hard for them to actually do anything, so they need to push out the lanes first, otherwise they're going to start losing their base. And as Rindo wants to force this one as well by sending in his illusions.
Dire are scanning.
Well, it's going to be a smoke up from Warriors as Saitama catches Disaster. Can he get this kill? Disaster looking in the tree line, hexes up the Doom. Actually has a lot of heroes hanging around. He gets the shackles off. His team aren't there quickly enough. Bryant, he's dropping really, really low. Can they finish off the kill? Yes, they can. Well, that was nice. Doom just jumping a little bit too far away from his team. Team were more interested in the creeps apparently. And that allowed Disaster to turn around and get that kill. Didn't want to waste the Doom on Disaster there, obviously. So, yeah. Ended up dying.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, a lot of damage coming down right now.
Radiant's top tower is fallen.
Warriors. It was an it's a crazy draft. How does Roshan's not up for another 22 seconds? Despite PL being rather convinced it will be. Does feel like a very, very long time since that Roshan fight. Looking at these Dire warding as well. We have this ward up on the high ground in the Radiant base. We have a ward up over here, which also gives them a little bit of sight on the Radiant base, but also... Oh, it's going to be a smoke just out of that ward range. See, this is a play which FTG really need to make. Getting up on this high ground, looking at Roshan as he jumps in and stuns immediately, but there's no one there. He has just gotten back there, and I think... Did they spot this? Let's switch over to Diacam right now as they smoke up as well. Flares are shown. Diacam again shows that they now see them as they jump forwards onto the Clockwork. They hex him up immediately. They will not be able to take out the Clockwork as the Omni Slash comes through, taking out Disaster. PL and Juggernaut doing very well there. Brewmaster doomed up, no ulti available from him. Alacrity just trying to fight down, will kill the Doom and blinks out to safety. Although relative safety is actually PL manages to kill the Brewmaster on the high ground. All of a sudden 3 heroes dead on the side of FTG. And who's this? Oh, Brian. He's called out, and GG is called by Ajit. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our winners of this tiebreaker, this epic 3-game tiebreaker. It is going to be Warriors Gaming leading the charge into the finals. I survived, thrown out from bed. Jesus, what a game. That was action from the get-go and did not let up. Asian Dota, everybody. Exactly what we wanted to see from these teams. Well, we'll have a quick look at that net worth graph. It was a bit of a roller coaster to start with, but you can see when Warriors Gaming turned it around, and with their lineup, they got those diffusal plays, and it was too much for Fire Dragoon to handle, and they really didn't have the right clicks available to them. Ajit falling very far behind. If we look at the player net worth and just highlight Ajit in here, we actually see, yeah, like kind of just really low down. I mean, look at that towards the end there, below the Doom even. Like, number 6 is that on the net worth charts. Not where you want to be as a Vengeful Spirit carry, that's for sure. Well, thank you very much for watching. My name was NomadCasts. If you enjoyed the cast, please consider following me on Twitter and on Twitch. I'm always streaming stuff for JDL, and as we come to the late, we might be able to catch me casting some playoffs, but until next time, I don't know when the next games are, so just keep your ears out. But until next time, I'm going to say goodbye, and thank you for watching.